Hi, I wanted to do a short video on some really important things that I hope everyone understands when they begin chiropractic care in our office here. So the first thing, I just want to give you a quick background on why I got into chiropractic and what I hope for most people. So I was adjusted when I was a colicky baby, and then my family got adjusted, continually and periodically as I got older. So I was lucky enough to be one of those families that kind of understood chiropractic, because my grandfather was a veterinarian and he went to the chiropractor. So then my dad went to the chiropractor. So therefore, when I was having troubles sleeping through the night, and I was obviously not having a good time being a colicky baby, they brought me into the chiropractor, and that's how that was solved. And some of my parents really kind of just stuck with it and knew to take their kids in periodically and have them checked up. So I grew up thinking this was totally normal to go into the chiropractor and get your spine checked out and get adjusted, and I thought most people probably did that. And I didn't really know that a lot of people didn't even know that it was something for kids and that it was something to do proactively for your health. And so that's one of my first things is in our office is to hopefully help everyone understand that it's not weird to have it be part of your family routine to have a checkup done on your spine just like you would your teeth. And so I think that's one of the misconceptions is, or maybe not misconceptions, but something we don't learn is that our spine is there and it needs to be protected and well kept, just like our teeth. We know to brush them, but we were never taught, most of us at a young age, to take care of our spine. And one of the only ways to do that, besides obviously getting activity, is to go into the chiropractor and have your spine looked at and assessed by a chiropractor who's going to look for the misalignment. So again, I feel blessed that I grew up in a family that did that, and I hope everyone at least has that opportunity, whether or not they choose to act on it. So when I'm talking about this, whether we're talking about small spines or big spines, what we're really looking at is keeping things in alignment so that the nerve that exits the spine has its maximum potential. And the reason I always talk about the nerve is because the nerve is the communication between the brain and the rest of your body. And that's how signals are being sent up and down the spinal cord and sent out to the cells and the tissues and the organs. And so if this is pinched off or not in its proper functioning position, then obviously whatever it's going to at the end is going to suffer then too. And that's why so many people will come into the chiropractor with issues like headaches and ear infections and all these things, and they've heard that chiropractic helps with that. And they're right, it does. But really what chiropractic does is it puts the bone back in its position so that the maximum expression of this nerve comes back to life, and your full expression of what your brain intended to go down and out that nerve actually gets through to the organ, tissue, or cell, and then your body just goes back to normal function. And that's what we all want, and that's what we're all striving for, is the healthiest body functioning at its highest capacity as possible. So that's what we're looking at. When I talked about, we know to brush our teeth to keep them healthy, but we don't know how to keep our spine healthy. I think this is like a cavity in the spine. So you can see healthy spine, for the most part, has nice healthy discs. We should have a movable segment that everything's in the right position, and this nerve is nice and open and flowing. And when we see this is where someone has really not taken care of their spine and degeneration is set in. And obviously at this point you're going to have probably less ability to have maximum expression than if you check things out early and kept it this way. So this is why I try and teach parents about it for their kids, because it's obviously easier to keep a healthy spine healthy than to try and regain something you've lost. So that's the other thing to think about. Whether it's a question about whether chiropractic can help with something or if it's right for you, those are all specific questions definitely to bring up. The bottom line is that everyone does better with protecting their nervous system, protecting their spinal cord, protecting the spinal nerves, so their spine being in the correct position, than if they didn't have that. So really chiropractic care is for everyone, young and old, everyone with a spine. And as they age, obviously, it's something to keep up with, because you don't just brush your teeth once, you don't just eat one banana. Everything that's healthy for you is part of your proactive lifestyle. That's why chiropractic fits into it for most families. So I hope this helped and gave you a little better understanding of my message, and that's just to help get the word out that chiropractic is a great solution. And a part of your lifestyle that should be implemented if you want to have maximum expression of your health and have your body functioning at its highest capacity. Thanks.